my name is Vlad and you're watching the Vlad MSD Tattoo Insights. And if you're serious about getting a tattoo, not just some random picture but something that actually fits you, then watch this video till the end. I'm gonna walk you through a simple, clear process that will help you not only come up with a solid idea, but also build a proper base design, something your tattoo artist can take and finish properly for your body and your style. That is if they're a real artist, not just someone with a machine. Or watch this video if you're a tattoo artist as well. If you follow along, by the end of this video you will either have a complete concept in mind or you will know exactly how to build one, without second guessing and without wasting time. Let's get into it. First, the foundation. So in general there are 5 main areas on the human body where you can build large tattoo projects: legs, arms, front torso, back torso, and the neck and head treated as one whole zone. There is also a 6th option, a full body suit. That's when the entire body is covered in tattoos as one unified piece, usually in Japanese or realistic style. But that's a different level of commitment. Let's break it down one by one. Take a leg for example. You can cover the whole leg from thigh to ankle as one big design, or you can go with medium scale work, just the thigh or just the calf. Same with the arms, full sleeve, half sleeve, forearm only, upper arm only. Same logic applies to the torso. You can split the front into the chest, stomach and the lower area. Back is usually its upper back, lower back and maybe including the glutes. Each area can be treated as a standalone piece or as a part of a bigger plan. Now here's where the most people mess up. They start tattooing without thinking about how it all connects. They do a design on the thigh, another on the calf, maybe something random on the knee, and later they have no clue how to link it all together. So they start throwing in fillers, shapers, patterns, and it ends up looking stitched together. That is why planning matters. You should have a project planned before you even choose a specific designs. At first, start by taking photos of the body part you want to work with. You can shoot it yourself or ask somebody to help. Then drop the image into Procreate or any SketchUp. Cut only the background and start looking at the form of the body itself. Everyone's structure is different. Some people have symmetrical calves, others have more muscular or bony legs. The knee might be more defined, the quads might be developed or not. You gotta take that into account. For legs you want 4 angles: front, side, back and inner side. That gives you a full visual understanding of how the design will move. Same for the arm, but remember the forearm rotates, so take more views. Straight back, twisted in, twisted out, arm raised, you got the idea. The torso is simpler, front and back views are usually enough. Once you've got the visuals, you can start building the flow. Use dynamic lines to create movement. Every large-scale tattoo should have a direction, from a starting point to where the energy flows out. If a line starts narrow, it should end wide. If it starts wide, it should taper off. This helps create perspective and it avoids that awkward broken line effect when the body moves. Because if you tattoo a perfectly straight line and bend your leg, it will just snap visually. But if the line already has motion, it bends and keeps flowing even when your body twists. And if you don't know how to draw at all, it's not a problem. You can use these simple guideline shapes, something like on these examples. That will give you a structure where you can later build your actual design. And quick note before we go further. I'm just sharing my perspective. This isn't a ruler book. I'm not trying to teach you the one true way. I just want to give you tools to think differently and make your process easier. That's the whole point of this channel actually. So if you find this useful, hit a like, subscribe and let's move on. Alright, so now we've got photos of the limb from different angles and we've mapped out dynamic lines. Now it's time to figure out what kind of tattoo we actually want to build here. Are we going for a large-scale piece that covers the whole limb, or a medium-sized design that fits just part of it, like the thigh for example? Or we want something small, minimal? If you are going for a big project, you will need to pick up at least 3 or 4 key elements that we'll later use to build a strong composition. We will get into that part really soon. But if you're aiming for something medium, like a piece that covers just the thigh, we will still build it in a way that allows the whole thing to grow into a full project later, without looking like it was done in parts. The idea is, even if it starts with just one piece, it should already feel complete, not like something half finished that constantly reminds you or your client to come back and fix it. Yeah, I know some artists actually rely on that feeling. They leave pieces looking incomplete so the client comes back out of frustration. But I'm not into that approach. I want people to come back because they love the process, because they're inspired and because they want more, not because something bugging them. That's the core idea behind what I do. No matter if you're working on a large piece or a medium one, there is one key rule you should keep in mind. Your main element shouldn't just sit on the part of the limb, it should flow naturally into the next area. Don't stop the design halfway, push it to 3/4 at least. If you're placing it on the thigh, extend it slightly under the knee or wrap it around the side, but keep the movement flowing. It's not about turning a medium tattoo into a full leg sleeve right away, and it shouldn't look like long shorts or something like that. It's about making the design feel alive, balanced and readable, even from a distance. And when we are working on a full body part project, we're building the same kind of puzzle. But now we also need to make sure the other side of the body part connects smoothly too. Everything should flow from one section into the next, so in the end the tattoo looks like one solid piece. It should follow your muscle structure and complement it, not fight against it. And of course, you can't build a massive composition like that without using supporting elements or without leaving a bit of breathing room. That's what helps make the whole thing feel complete. So, that was for the large and medium pieces. Now let's talk about small tattoos. Here's the thing, there are so many different styles for small tattoos that I can't really give you one clear formula that works for all of them. But if your goal is to build a long-term tattoo collection out of smaller pieces, you can borrow a simple trick from vintage movie posters. Every poster has one main element and a few supporting ones. They're spaced out properly. They're different in size and they have a rhythm. Same logic works for your tattoos. If you already have a small tattoo on your thigh, don't just place another one next to it that is exactly the same size. Instead, build around it. Add 2 or 3 smaller ones nearby. Let the main one breathe, let the others support it. Of course, you can do it however you want. No one's gonna stop you, but trust me, the effect you get from this kind of layout will look way cleaner, more interesting to look at, and much easier to expand in the future. A bunch of same-size tattoos scattered randomly across the body? That's a chaos, that's not a system, and this is not a design. Yes, there are no rules in tattooing, but when it comes to a good tattooing, trust me, there are actually a lot of rules. And this is one of them. Use the poster principle. And on this point, let's finish with the small tattoos. We have something serious to make. Let's talk about how to come up with the right idea for your design. Trust me, it's way easier than it looks. Okay, if you are completely lost or somehow watching this from the year 2017, let's start with the obvious: Pinterest and Google. Yeah, it's basic, but Pinterest is still one of the best ways to collect inspiration, get a feel for what style or direction speaks to you. Just scroll through, save what clicks even if it's messy. Later, you'll start noticing patterns in what you actually like. And now let's level it up. We're gonna use ChatGPT and MIDJOURNEY. Quick tip: tell ChatGPT a bit about yourself, your vibe, your story, the kind of energy you want in tattoo, and ask it for a few tattoo concepts. They don't have to be perfect, just use it to spark ideas. Honestly, it's almost the same conversation you'd be having with a tattoo artist anyway, just here it's on your terms and no pressure. Look how I did it here, for non-existing guy named John. So this is John, he's a bank manager, he liked to listen in pop music and K-pop, he liked watching anime and go fishing with his friends. If this description hits you, drop a like. In the end of message, John asking to share some ideas from ChatGPT, and it give him 4 ideas. First one is realistic samurai mask, split in 2 sides, one clean and calm and another is cracked with shadow. Second idea is realistic portrait of a modern man in a business suit with hidden elements like a katana tucked behind his back. This is idea I really like. Next idea is realistic hourglass with the skulls instead of sand. And last one is realistic lone fisherman. After that, John asked ChatGPT to create some designs, and even if ChatGPT gives you some completely messed up designs, which honestly happened to John, as you can see, you'll still end up with 2-3 solid concepts you can actually use. Something you can take straight to your tattoo artist and start working with. Or if you are a tattoo artist and you want to keep going on your own, just take the idea and head it over to MIDJOURNEY. Type in your prompt, the one that ChatGPT already helped you shape, and start generating visuals. You can even ask ChatGPT to write the MIDJOURNEY prompt for you, totally up to you. If you want me to make a separate video where I walk you through how to use ChatGPT, MIDJOURNEY and other AI tools specifically for tattoo designs, drop a comment below. If enough people ask for it, I'll definitely make it. And believe me, AI nowadays is super useful. It saves time, boosts your creativity and helps you explore ideas you probably wouldn't come up with your own. So, use everything I told you just now or go another way. Make your smartphone find you a tattoo artist, which style you like. This way, you will not need to stay alone with not having ideas for tattoo. Your artist will show you the way to reach it, as I actually already did in this video. You need to make your feed to start working for you. Make your phone show you more tattoos and more tattoo artists, especially if you like unusual styles. For example, besides black and gray realism, I also do stuff like this. If you want to find artists doing this kind of work, start following a bunch of different tattooers from different countries, styles, vibes and so on. Instagram will do the rest. It will start recommending more of what you're interested in. They will show up in your reels, feed, your explore tab, and sooner or later you'll come across someone whose work just hits right. And this subscribing process you can even start with me. Here's my Instagram. And as a final thought, I recommend using everything I just talked about together. During subscription on tattoo artists, make a pictures of body part, apply dynamic lines, ask GPT for ideas, create them in MIDJOURNEY or at least found in Pinterest. At this point you can grab everything you've got and go to a tattoo artist. Or stay here and I show you the whole process of making a project for a non-existing John, big anime fan and bank manager. Enjoy! Thanks for watching till the end. Follow me on Instagram, like the video and drop a comment. What should I break down next? See you in the next one, have a nice day and bye bye!